Hey, what up, everybody? Get ready with me to go to... Where am I going? Oh, yeah. To go to Bible study with me tonight. While talking about one of my friends. That's kind of ticking me off right now. Like, I fear that we're kind of becoming frenemies, and, you know, I don't want that to turn into full enemies. And this is not a video to have anyone pick sides or anything. It's literally just a video of me venting about shit that's been happening between me and her the last couple times that we've hung out. And I tried to do this yesterday, but I had way too much anxiety to film, because every single time I would go to freaking talk about it and film and whatever, I had really bad anxiety when I would talk about it. So it was triggering my anxiety for some reason, but hopefully not today. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into it. Oh, also, this is the makeup look. And essentially what I chose for this makeup look to kind of match it or whatever was from my Mean Girls Burn Book palette. Which I freaking freaked out when I saw on the internet that this existed. I'm like, yes, I must cop. But yeah, so for the orange, I'm doing October 3rd. And for the brown, I'm not going to be using a lot of it, but I'm going to be using Glen Coco for the brown. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into the look and all of that. Also, I may or may not do mascara right now. I might just do it in the car, because I do my little touch-ups in the car usually. Anyways, so with that being said, I'm gonna get into it, because fuck, I'm wasting time. Nonetheless, so my friend and I, right? So I'm just gonna get into kind of where it started, I guess. So a couple months back, me and her were trying to do something, as far as plans, but because me and her both had college, because she's actually gearing up to graduate, and for me, it was just sort of to try and find myself, I guess. That's what I was going to college for, but she actually wants a degree. I don't know what she wants to do a degree in. I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe art or something. I don't know why this just came off of the mirror, but okay. I mean, I could hold it, but whatever. Anyways, so moving on. So yeah, so me and my friend were in college together. We didn't have any classes, but we went on the same campus together. This past semester. So yeah, so I was in the music department, she was in the art department and all that. So that being said, yeah, that's basically what was happening. So basically, it was just it got annoying really, really fast, because my professors were really cool, when I had 2 classes, they were cool, but then I quit a class, I dropped a class, because it was just way too bullshit for me to handle, which I hope you understand. My therapist was mad at me when I told him that I dropped the class, but I had my reasons, and I'm just gonna stick with that, okay? But yeah, so my professor was really dope, and so was my class at the time, and I had made friends in the class, so it's not like I wasn't having any sort of social thing go on, but I was really, really missing my friend because me and my friend had gone from seeing each other every single day because we were in the same partial work program a few years prior. We were in that same partial work program, and then I quit the partial work program because I had joined a couple years before her, and so I quit, I didn't quit, but I basically graduated from it because I was going for so long, and they were just kind of keeping me around instead of pushing me to the next step. They were just kind of keeping me there. So I was like, hey, this is not cool, so I'm gonna pursue other things. And so they were like, okay, I guess. But yeah, so that's why I chose college after after not doing anything for those couple months that I was looking for things to do, and it wasn't happening. I essentially went back to college. Or not went back to college, sorry. Went to college because it was the first time. Anyways. So yeah, the time now, that was just a little bit of a backstory. But no, so I went back to college because once again I tried to be on my feet, and then I went through this really, really bad breakup. And so I went back to college because I didn't have anything to do. The guy that I was with was losing interest in me. And it was just really, really hard back then for me. This was around winter time last year. Winter, spring. It was going into spring. It was the ending of February or whatever that this all was kind of going down. But yeah, I had my birthday, so my friend came over for my birthday, and a couple other friends came over for my birthday as well. Also, this is the look, essentially. I kind of look weird, so I might not do this look again. Or I might do a better shade off camera, but this is essentially what the look is. So I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue with the story and then call it a video. But essentially, going back to what I was talking about is a bit basically it had been a while by the time I was asking my friend to hang out again, and she would ask me to hang out too, and she would be like, hey, are you doing anything, and vice versa, and she would say that she was free, but then she would kind of do a 360 turnaround, or a 180, or not a 360, a 180, and she would just kind of be like, oh, my mom said that I can't go unless I finish my homework. It was, those types of excuses, and it was just really, really annoying to hear after a while, because not only did I want to spend time with her, but it was the same comments, over and over again, the fact that she couldn't hang out with me, and it was just really, really annoying, and obviously weighing on me. And so I kind of just after the 4th, 5th time of that happening, I just, I sucked it up, and I was like, okay, I guess we're just gonna have to wait until the semester's over then, because she made a comment that basically said that, but I already kind of knew in my head that it was gonna be a response like that to me. But yeah, so come time for the semester to finally end, and it ended in June for us. This last semester ended in June for us, and I was hanging out with my friends from theater that day, and I was helping my friend who's a girl, or we'll just call her T because that's what her name starts with. So I was helping my friend T because she does DoorDash sometimes. And so me and another friend of ours were helping T with the food orders, and while we were walking to T's car, I was talking with my friend E, who like this story is like actually about, you know? But yeah, so I was talking with E about like how me and her were so excited that like classes were finally over. For me, it was bittersweet because I really, really miss my professor, even though I follow him on my Instagram. But yeah, so it was just like a really, really bittersweet time. Plus, like, I'm not even joking, being in class saved my life. Because if I didn't have anything to do and I wasn't involved in anything, I would have, yeah. I'm not even joking. But yeah, so going back on track, I mean, I'm on track, but like, you know, to the point is what I'm saying. Also, I don't know what the fuck this is on my cheek. I don't know what the hell happened there, but okay. Because I'm seeing it in like the viewfinder or whatever that thing's called in the lens. And it's so, like, it sticks out like a sore thumb, and I don't know why. And I don't know what the fuck it is. So I'm gonna look at that while I talk to you about this. Even though maybe it's just in my head, I don't know. Because see, if I turn the light on, or no, it's still there. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe it's a rash. I don't fucking know what that is. I'll have to have my mom look at it when we're in the car. I don't know. Let's get back on track, shall we? My God. So yeah. So, was talking to my friend, was helping T with her food orders, or at least riding along in the car, because our other friend that we brought along was actually giving the orders to the customer. Like, literally would get out and, like, do the deliveries, and then, like, yeah. So, yeah, so while I was doing that, I was talking to E a little bit about, like, what we wanted to do, and, like, us planning something very soon because of class ending and whatever. So, yeah. So, basically, moving on, right? Like, that day happened, it was fun, whatever. Couple weeks later, my mom's talking to me about this church, like, Bible study thing that they got going on, and I don't want to go alone, and that's what I told my mom. And so she was like, okay, well, ask E if she wants to go, and I'm like, okay. So I did, and she's like, yeah, like, I'm down. I'm like, cool. So that ends up happening. We have a good time. We don't stay the first time, though, because although they were doing something, like, after the actual, like, Bible study and, like, that kind of thing, like, after they were deciding to hang out, I didn't really feel comfortable, you know, because it was our first time and whatever. My friend just goes along with what the fuck ever, so she doesn't really have an opinion, because whatever the fuck, she's like a fucking penguin that waddles, like, you know, whatever she wants to fucking do, whatever she's talking about, you know, with the people, like, she will literally basically go off a fucking cliff if everyone wants to go down a fucking cliff. Like, that's basically the vibe. So, yeah. So, and that's not being shitty. I'm literally just stating what I know about her. Also, me and her both have diseases, so that's also a contributing factor. So, yeah. So, like, our brain functionality is a little, like, slower than, like, the normal person. So that's also, like, you know, a thing. And, like, the reason why. Anyways. So, yeah. So, No, but I decide the first time around, hey, let's just go home and eat and whatever, and we can play games. And she's like, yeah, cool, great. I'm like, okay, alright, like, dope is what I'm saying. Oh my god. So, yeah, we come back here, we eat, we play games, whatever. Next weekend, or no, hold on, let me think. Day after, yeah, I totally forgot about this. Day after, she stays over again. And here I'm going, oh. She, like, because, like, it had already, like, gotten to the point to where, like, my mom was already kind of getting ready for bed. And, like, it was kind of, like, a rocky day for me and my friend because I had gotten up at, like, noon and she was kind of cranky with me, basically, like, that entire day. And, like, I was trying really, really hard to, like, do things with her as far as, like, plans and stuff like that. But anything that I would discuss doing with her, she wouldn't want to do it. And also, like, when we did go and do something, it was to try and get an Apple Watch for me because I have a seizure disorder and we don't know when they're happening. And so I have this company that is basically paying for an Apple Watch so that it can track my seizures. Like, once we get, like, a good app for the watch. Hope that makes sense. Fuck. But yeah, so we were looking for a watch with the pink band and whatever. And we take my friend, obviously, because, like I said, she stayed over that same day. And she had made a comment the day before and literally took a picture of an Apple Card gift card and was like, oh, this is what I want for my birthday, because her birthday's in August. So yeah, E is like sending me a fucking gift card, get picture of this fucking gift card, and she's like, oh, this is what I want for my birthday, like, just so you know. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay. I was like a little annoyed when like me and her were walking back from the store the day before. That rhymed. But yeah. So cut back to Saturday and we're in the fucking Apple store and trying to get this watch or whatever. She's over by the fucking products or whatever, taking pictures of, like, basically every single, like, product that she liked, which was basically half the fucking store. So, but according to E's mom, because E and my mom talk, apparently, according to E's mom, E had come back from that hangout, that specific weekend, and fucking blabbed to her mom about how, oh, I'm getting an Apple Watch and whatever. She's, like, basically saying, like, I want an Apple Watch to her mom, like, basically being bossy and, like, demanding her mom buy her a fucking watch and blaming it on me, the fact that I was able to get a watch, and, like, she was just, like, jealous. And here's the thing about me, right? I'm happy that I have the watch, but I don't want it. And the reason why is because I don't like, fancy things like that. It's for a fucking seizure disorder as well. So if I didn't have this freaking disorder, I wouldn't even fucking have the damn thing in the first place. So although I sound ungrateful, I'm not. It's just, like, I'm frustrated because I don't want to have this item, and it costs a really, like, it's expensive, isn't it? It's a expensive thing that I own because of my damn condition. And then, yeah, like, here I am explaining it to my friend because she's like, why do you need a watch? And I'm like, because, I literally explained it to her. But I'm like, okay, like, my watch is because we're pretty sure I have epilepsy is what I told her. And she fucking was like, oh, okay. Like, she acted like she got it just to fucking go home and fucking, like, blab to her mom and, like, talk shit to her mom about the fact that I got a fucking Apple Watch. And I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, So there was that. That was one of the fucking reasons. Like, that's one of the reasons why I'm mad at my friend, because she's, sitting there being all ungrateful and fucking basically demanding me fucking buying her a goddamn, to fucking buy her a fucking gift card when we're at the damn store. And my mom even found that annoying, that she was sitting there taking pictures and stuff like that, although I feel like my mom gets annoyed at things like that quite easily, so what the fuck ever. But no, like, my friend was, like, being so annoying that day. But yeah, so that happened. And she, it didn't get any easier being with her that day because, like I said before, any time that I asked her if she wanted to fucking do something with me, the answer was always, no, I don't feel like doing that. No, not today. No, well, just fuck, like, it was so, talking to a wall, essentially. Oh my god. But yeah, so stayed the night that night as well. Stayed the night that Saturday night as well. She finally went home on Sunday. Because, like, the thing about me is I love my friends. I do. I love them truly, deeply, right? But I cannot handle being with a friend if they're being a bitch the second day. And they usually are. That's the problem. Is, like, I can handle them for, like, the day and the night, but the second day, usually they start getting a fucking attitude, and it's like, it's basically every single time, and it's so annoying. But yeah, no, she goes home. That whole stupid thing with, that whole fucking stupid thing with her mom happened, and my mom tells me about it, obviously. But yeah, so cut to the next weekend, we go to this freaking church thing. We actually stay, we actually stay behind, that, this specific time. But here's the problem, okay? Here's where the problem lies, is I had already kind of, like, been with my group, and I was starting to get cold, I was starting to get hungry, and I was shivering. And I thought that, like, I might go into, like, a panic attack or something, because I was just not really feeling that well. And I was telling my friend this, and everybody around us was inviting us, everyone around us was inviting us to Cane's. And I was like, oh no, like, we'll see, but I'm not sure how I feel yet. And they're like, oh, okay, like, we just, like, we would love to have you, like, please, like, come if you can. I'm like, yeah, like, definitely. And I feel bad because it's not like I want to go home, but it's also like, this is sort of my comfort place, but I also hate it here, so it's fucking, But yeah, so I'm telling my friend, like, let's fucking go, like, my mom's almost here. Because, like, she's, like, wrapped up in, like, a bunch of, like, this huge-ass fucking circle of people talking. She's just, like, wrapped up in it, and I'm like, hey, my mom's about to be here. She's like, okay. Like, I just fucking killed her cat or something, and I'm just like, Jesus. Like, in my head, I'm just like, okay, fuck, like, But no, so, me and her are, like, halfway to the door. I run into this really nice girl. I don't know her name, or else I would have some sort of, like, acronym for her name, but I don't know her name, because, yeah, I don't remember, and there's, like, a bunch of people that go to this fucking church, so, yeah. But yeah, no, I literally don't remember this person's name. But yeah, so, yeah, I see, I run into this girl or whatever, not literally, but, like, this girl's, like, oh, like, once again, bringing up Cane's, and I'm, like, saying the same thing, like, oh, we'll see, and she sees me shivering, and she's like, oh, like, are you okay, like, like, are you cold, like, I'm like, yeah, like, a little bit. We're kind of talking about the fact that I'm cold a little bit, and then my friend kind of, like, the girl kind of, like, goes to her car, and then, like, comes back in, and I'm with my friend by this time, because I kind of, like, took her away from the group, and so I'm with her now. And there's like, that group of girls or whatever outside, and everybody's kind of talking and going to their cars, getting ready to go to Cane's. And the girl that I was talking to, actually, she said that she could drive us to Cane's and then, like, drive us back here. So basically Cane's and then, like, drive us home type of deal, So I was like, oh, like, thank you, like, that's cool. And so, yeah, I was telling my mom, like, hey, like, do you have one of my medications, like, one of my anxiety medications on you? Because sometimes she keeps one in her purse, if I need one. Like, if I don't have one, she has one usually, but she didn't this time, and I'm like, fuck. Because I really did think I was going to have some sort of thing go on, like, as far as, like, a panic attack or whatever. But yeah. So, my friend's, like, she's, like, by my side, but then she's like, oh, well, like, I'm going. Because, like, my mom's like, oh, like, are you going to go? And I'm like, no, I don't know. Like, I literally didn't, like, know what to do or, like, say. Because, like, I was just feeling, like, so, like, worried about something happening to me that, like, I just didn't know how to answer anybody. And my friend, like I said, like, my friend, like, lost patience with me. And my friend's like, okay, well, I'm going. She fucking walks over to the girls and starts talking with them. And my mom is looking baffled because my friend is obviously in her care. And, like, yes, I know that, like, me and my friend are grown adults. But, like I said, the neurological thing really, really plays a part. Well, not necessarily with me, like, a little bit with me, but, like, more my friend than anybody that I'm friends with. Yeah. But no, like, my friend literally ditched me for that fucking group of girls that she had just fucking met. So, yeah. And yeah, so my mom's literally baffled sitting there. Like, she's, like, trying to fucking contain, like, her composure. She was just like, just go. Like, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Like, I'll text you. Like, you'll be okay. And I'm like, yeah, I hope so. So plus I literally have no fucking choice. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what the fuck was happening with me. It doesn't matter. My fucking friend made the goddamn decision for me. Now, we ended up having a good time and whatever, but imagine if that turned out differently and I was literally sitting at the table crying because of feeling a certain type of way, as far as, like, a really bad anxiety attack or something like that. Like, I think about things like that. But, like, yeah, that's not even, like, the fucking bad thing. The bad thing was my friend was in my mom's care, and she literally just ditched me for people that she had just fucking met. And she ditched me in the first place. So, yeah. Like, fuck, say you hate me. Jesus. But yeah, so that happened. We ended up having a good time. Yeah, it was good. Next day comes, and it's basically a repeat, but worse, of the weekend before, because my friend had woken up way before me, had breakfast with my mom and my grandma because I wasn't up yet. I accidentally slept until noon after I woke up after my second bout of anxiety. The anxiety for me is crazy, by the way. Oh my god. But yeah, so it's horrific. And my friend just hates me, apparently, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, when I got up finally, and it's basically the rinse and repeat cycle of the last Saturday. I was just like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Okay. Would you like to do this? Nah. Okay, what about this? Oh, maybe. Fucking okay. You know, like, if it's not a fucking yes, like... But yeah. So, we're literally sitting there. I'm like, okay, like, what if we do this? And she's like, no. Like, she literally makes that face. No. So I'm like, okay. And I'm just, like, sitting there, like, you know how, like, Squidward, I'll probably insert the clip. But, like, you know how, like, Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob, you know, is talking to Patrick and, like, trying to get Patrick's order. And Patrick just goes, for, like, 7,000 years. Yeah, no, like, Squidward, like, ends up banging his fucking head as hard as he can, repetitively against the fucking cash register. Yeah, that was me in that fucking moment. But yeah, no, I'm sure I could probably, like, find a fucking GIF or something, hopefully, because that would be really fucking funny. If not, I could literally insert the video, because I will. I go apeshit in editing. But no, yeah, just, like, fucking talking to her sucks sometimes, or at least on the second day. But yeah, so my mom suggested something about the beach, and I'm like, oh my god, because I don't really like the beach that much, unless I'm with my friend Jeremy, because that's kind of, I even said this to her, but I'm like, that's me and Jeremy's thing. But yeah, she's like, that could be our thing, and I'm just like, fucking no. But yeah, so we ended up kind of, like, finding a little tiny, like, sand spot that was, like, facing towards the waves, but not necessarily on the beach. It was, like, on the mountain, kind of. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, we, like, found a spot or whatever. A couple other people were there. And we painted, did some things, whatever. So it was okay for a little while, I guess. However, I asked my friend, I believe a couple hours later, I asked my friend, hey, do you want to go to the store? She was like, no. I'm like, you sure you can get lemonade? Because she likes lemonade. So I'm like, you sure you can get lemonade if you want, or, you know, whatever you want, like if you want a snack, like you want chips or something like that. She's like, no, I don't really feel like it. I'm like, okay. So I kind of just say, like, okay, well, I might go. And she was like, okay. And I forgot what my mom said, but my mom said something, and I responded in, like, a kind of, like, a shitty way. And my friend loves to stick up for my mom and basically be, like, you know, she likes to be the second reinforcement, or the second mom, if you will. And obviously I don't handle that shit well, as you could see by my face. But yeah, so my friend was already just kind of, like, overstepping boundaries with me. And I kind of was just, like, losing my patience with the fact that my mom was already being a mom, and then my friend was just being a fucking cunt. And so I just, like, completely lost it on both my mom and my friend, and I ended up saying fuck you to my friend, grabbing my fucking purse while my friend is sticking up for herself. She, like, after I said fuck you to her, she's going, like, she literally said, excuse me, literally like that. And I think I said, like, you heard me, or some shit like that, I don't know. But I grabbed my purse from here, because I think it was sitting in here, and I stormed out of my house, and down the street, and, you know, made my way to the store, because it's obviously within walking distance. But yeah, I just got so fucking pissed at everybody, like, screaming at me. I think it was about the fact that I was getting another soda, because I had one, like, the day before, and I think my mom was saying something about it, and I think I just kind of, like, lost my cool, and then my friend was sticking up for my mom with that, And then, like, I got really fucking pissed off. And so, yeah, I said fuck you to my friend. And ended up going to the store anyways. I ended up sitting at the little end ledge part of the store, facing the street. And I kind of just, like, sat there and got some air for a little bit. And literally, I was around the fucking corner from my house, and my mom's texting me, and she's like, oh, like, if you don't come back, like, I'm gonna have to take her home. And I'm like, I literally couldn't help it. Like, I literally texted her back, and I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, go do what you gotta do. Like, you don't see me complaining. I said something along the lines of that. But yeah, so it took a really long time, or not a long time, but it took a couple days for my friend to actually, like, talk to me again, because this happened maybe, like, 3 or 4 weeks ago, because after that happened, I didn't go to church the next Friday, I don't think. I had vacation the Friday after that, and then these last 2 Fridays, I went alone, but the last Friday didn't really count because, like, the Friday before this last one does not count because I had so much anxiety I had to fucking leave. But yeah, so my friend and I don't know what the hell is going on with me and her anymore. Because I tried to invite her back. Like, the day that I got back from my vacation, I asked her, because it was a Friday. I think it was like a Thursday. Nonetheless, I invited my friend to the Bible study that was happening that week, and my friend was like, oh, like, yeah, we'll see. And then she asked her mom, and then her mom's like, oh, I don't know, like, because I might have to get my hair taken down. And I've heard that excuse 7,000 times. So I just kind of said, okay, well, I'm going. And that was the last time we talked before a couple days ago. Because a couple days ago I asked for her to be one of my representatives. References, sorry. I asked for her to be one of my references because I want to try and sing with the church again. Because I was involved with my last church with the choir, and so we'll see if I get into the church I'm in now as far as choir goes. I'm worried that they'll say no and whatever, but yeah. But no, nonetheless, sorry for it being 40 minutes long, but I finally was able to tell this fucking story without my anxiety kicking in, because yeah, just like last night was really bad anxiety night for me for some reason. And like, I don't even know why I would get anxiety telling this story. It doesn't even trigger me, and yet last night it was, because like, I would just start to get relaxed, and then like, I would literally sit here and try to fucking tell the story again, and then like, yeah, it would just kind of like restart it, and I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's basically like a story time and also like the am I an asshole all in one, basically. And you know what? I know the answer to that. It's probably half and half. Like, okay, yeah, like my friend probably shouldn't have gone off by herself with those girls that she just fucking met without me, especially. I mean, obviously I ended up going, but imagine if I didn't. But, you know, I just feel like even if I was on my deathbed, I feel like my mom would have still made me go, because my fucking friend literally had made that decision within 5 seconds of seeing the girls getting ready to fucking leave. She was like, okay, well, I'm going. And I'm just like, oh my god. Fuck. No, but yeah, that's basically the story. And basically, yeah, where we're left off now is I was able to get the information I wanted for her to be a reference or whatever for my little paperwork thing. So I would say that we're okay, but we haven't hung out in probably like almost a month. I don't know. I'm really bad with like counting weeks and stuff like that, but yeah, it's probably almost been a month since me and her hung out already. But like, yeah, just it's messy business, honestly. And obviously you heard the stories that I told you about, and if I missed anything, I will obviously edit it in and talk about it real quick whenever I have the time. But that's basically all I can think of right now of everything going down, like, as it happened. But yeah, like, I just wanted to sit down and talk about this because I love watching, like, some really cool, like, juicy get ready with me stories. So hopefully you liked this. And also, or no, I think I edited in what the palette looks like. But yeah, if you want the burn book palette, obviously this is non-spawn because nobody knows I exist. Literally nobody. But yeah, so apparently Revolution is where, who this palette is by, but you can get the burn book palette basically by just like looking online. That's how I got mine. I think it was Amazon, I'm not entirely sure, or I tried on Amazon and it wasn't available and I got it from somewhere else, but I'm pretty sure it was Amazon. So, but yeah, love you all, and sorry for like the ramblings and stuff like that, but that's why you clicked on this video, is because I'm yapping. So, but yeah, friend troubles are not fun and whatever. Hopefully me and my friend can make up and hang out again, because it's not like I don't enjoy hanging out with her, it's just that second day thing that happens every single time. And it's not just with her, it's literally with every friend that I've ever had. I don't know. But anyway, I think my mom's calling me, or about to, so I'm just gonna go. And yeah, expect some cool things in the future, whatever that may be, I don't know. I just posted a cardigan Taylor Swift cover, like, I think last night. So go watch that if you haven't. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. So, peace. Okay, so this is a couple days later now. I know that I said, like, oh, like, bye, like, whatever, but I totally forgot to tell you guys this last part, and it's about the college part about my friend. And, like, it's so frustrating because I thought that I was through with talking about it, but then I'm like, my mom, like, said something about the college thing, and also, not to mention, like, I also, like, had a thing where, I think either yesterday or the day before, but I think it was yesterday, I looked on classes online to see what was available for fall classes, and I made this, like, post or whatever being like, oh, should I go back to college for fall? And my friend actually spammed me and, like, liked everything on my story. And, yeah. So, the point of this being, she basically yells at me whenever I say that, like, I'm not going back to college, or that I don't really want to go back to college, and she yells at me over that because she wants to graduate and she's scared to graduate she, like, is yelling at me to graduate, and it's not even that deep. It's not even like that. And I made sure to explain that during that part. You know, like, one of the issues with us being friends right now is she keeps being like, and you better fucking come back and graduate. She literally said that to me. But, yeah, I might put this into the video, or I might just refilm. I don't know. It's fucking frustrating because I literally edited that entire Get Ready With Me and everything, and then to kind of leave out that big ass detail is just fucking frustrating. But yeah, I'll look at this and see if I can insert it real quick at the end. But now this is the end of the Get Ready With Me, even though this is a couple days later now. And I didn't even end up going to my church thing, by the way, because the night that I got ready, I thought I was going, but it was the same night as my aunt's birthday party. So I was getting ready for that instead. And I ended up redoing it because, oh my god. But yeah, hopefully this goes into the part, but yeah, stay tuned for more Get Ready With Me's and a vlog pretty soon here. And I probably won't post for a while after that, but I don't know, we'll see. Because, like, my mental health is deteriorating all of a sudden, and everybody in my family fucking hates me. So, yeah. Not to mention, like, I was sitting at a liquor store, and I had gotten myself a soda today, and I saw somebody get run over, and I've just been very, very emotional. Plus, my cycle started. I'm hoping you know what that means, but yeah, I've just been really fucking emotional because it started yesterday. So yeah, and I literally tried so hard to go to sleep last night, and I couldn't. So I just ended up having an all-nighter. I did end up getting some sleep, but yeah, not that you want to hear about that. But yeah, no, I'm done. I just wanted to tell you about that little tiny, like, detail that I forgot to tell you. Anyways, peace.